everyone, I'm Bo.
And I'm Becky.
And we are the WrightSights.
And today we are in Old San Juan, Puerto Rico, down by the docks where 2 cruise ships have come in.
And you might arrive here on a cruise ship, and so the purpose of this video is to give you a self-guided walking tour.
Yes, we've done the paid walking tour, which was very good as well, but if you want to do it on your own and see some of the top spots of Old San Juan, come with us today and we're going to show you where to go.
Yes, if you decide to do a kind of a professional tour, so to speak, they average about $40 per person. But we're going to take you kind of on a loop around the city, show you the highlights, and also give you a little bit of the history and so forth that a regular guide would give you as well. And as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so.
And like, comment, and share. It helps us out. And then we're going to tell you where to go. When you get off the boat, go left.
Go left. As soon as you get off the boat, go left. Let me turn the camera around. You're going to go right down this sidewalk, and we're just going to show you where to go. So let's start taking off right now. All right, so that's just a short walk down to this beautiful fountain, and we're not showing you everything along the walk. So you're going to be just amazed at all the beautiful trees and other things that you can just stop and watch.
And then when you get to the fountain, you're going to want to bear right, and you are going to love the view for this part of the walk. We're going to be walking right along the bay.
In fact, let's just turn the camera around right now and give you a good view of the bay. All right, so this is the entrance, the bay where the cruise ships come in. And there's really only one direction to go in, which is a sidewalk that bears to the right. And the next really neat thing on this walking tour is the Old San Juan City Gate. All right, so the next big stop is the city gate here, the Old San Juan City Gate.
And it is so pretty and big.
A lot of people love to, let me spin this around.
Here's a Old San Juan kitty cat. They are protected here. They have a foundation that feeds them, vaccinates them, keeps them healthy. Yeah, and they keep the mice and the rats off the island.
In fact, we were told there is no mice or rats on this island because of the cats. So a lot of people love to have some pictures taken in here.
Definitely some Instagram shots.
Yeah.
Which we do have another video about the best places to take Instagram shots here in Old San Juan, so make sure you check that out.
All right, so you got 2 options from right here. You can continue along this path. This will take you around the base of the entire fort, and we did it.
And it was hot.
It was super hot. Took us probably 45-minute walk.
Yes.
And no shade. So we don't suggest doing that. Now, the advantage of doing it, though, is that it is super beautiful because you see the bay and the islands and just all sorts of really cool stuff. But
so if you're going to do it maybe early in the morning or in the evening when it's a little cooler.
But for a walking tour, this is what you should do. Stop here for a few moments, take some pictures by the old city gate, and then start making your way up the sidewalk here. Now you'll notice there's a tour group ahead of us, and you see that they did not go around the sidewalk because again, it takes 45 minutes or so. And so if you're kind of pressed for time, you wouldn't want to do that. Now, when you get here, make a left. On this side, this is the brand new part of the government. In the front. All right, so now you'll see why this is one of my favorite spots. First of all, you come to this cool statue. You remember the story behind this, Becky?
Yes, this is a really cool story. They were having a festival, a parade, where they were walking with torches. There were women and dancing. And when they came to attack, the British thought it was soldiers, and so they did not attack them.
Yeah. So it was a priest and a bunch of women on a religious procession. And I don't remember what year this was, but it scared the British off.
And there's another cat.
Oh, here's another cat.
And walk out there and show them. You can see the gate from, I believe, this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I love this area so much. This is actually maybe the best place to get a photograph of the gate. Now, Becky was mentioning the governor's mansion. There it is, right in the distance, that gray building. And what's the signal about the flag?
If he's in the governor building, the flag is raised.
Yep.
And if he's not in attendance there, then it's not raised up.
And we were told that the current governor of Puerto Rico is single.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yes, so any ladies out there that would like to move to Puerto Rico. And look at this, another really good photo op here, this guard tower.
One of the surprising things for me is that all of the guard towers are just so intact.
Yeah,
they're beautiful, and they're everywhere, and you get amazing views from them, and they're just incredibly preserved.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Another thing about all these towers and walls, very few safety features.
Yeah,
really are.
There is a gate here.
There happens to be a gate here, but typically there are no gates.
So watch your kids.
In fact, we were told that a young man actually fell off the wall right here and was killed. And so that's kind of sad.
He was running, probably doing a TikTok video.
Yeah, he was running along these kind of curved walls and wasn't being careful.
So be careful.
Yeah, be very careful.
Watch your children.
Yeah. All right, let me spin it around again.
Oh.
All right, so you could stay here for quite a while just to get pictures and stuff. They're beautiful. But what we're going to do now, we're heading up the hill, and this is the fastest way to El Morro.
And you're going to see lots of cats because the foundation for the cats is up here. So if you like cats, hang with us. You're going to see some cats.
There's some really pretty cats. Look at this.
Oh yeah, look at that gray silver-coated one. Beautiful.
Yeah, more cats over there. All right, so now we are almost to the top of the hill.
And look what we see.
Oh, wow.
El Morro.
So El Morro was the fort that started to be built in 1535. And they completed it, I think, in the late 1700s. The entire fort and the city walls. Now, if I was here one day, I would definitely tour El Morro. The tickets are $10.
Yeah, very affordable.
Yeah, very affordable. We're not going to take you in there on this tour, but we do have another video coming out about El Morro. So, at this point in time, if you did the fort, you know, you'd be around 3 hours into everything.
Right.
Now, here's the next stop that I would highly suggest doing, especially if it was hot. We'll show you a place to cool down a little bit, and it's this building right here in the distance.
This used to house the military. Yeah,
it was a military barracks. And then during, I believe it was World War II, it was a hospital. All right, so like I said, this is kind of a WrightSights tip, because sometimes you're walking around the city and it is hot. So we'll show you where to cool off for a few minutes. It's pretty close to the fort. You can kind of see the fort behind us in the distance. And here is, turn this around.
It's a great spot to cool off.
All right, so we would suggest, if you want to, just, you know, if you're very warm, need to cool off. This is an air conditioned room. You can learn a little bit about this part of the fortress. All right, so you can spend as much time as you want in that little room, learning a little bit about the history. But
that was to the right when you entered, and then if you come straight in, you're going to come to the courtyard.
And this is a big spot for walking tours as well. In fact, you can see in the distance a walking tour that has stopped here, and he's explaining the history behind this. All right, so Becky and I actually just took a break.
Yes.
So, I don't know exactly where we left off on the video, but we left off right here. So we entered the building behind us, and we go straight through. So once you get some photos in here, which is really cool, maybe take a bathroom break, just enjoy the scenery, come right through these doors. Let me flip the camera around. And you'll just see some more beautiful scenery. All right, this is the next major stop here. You have the Old San Juan Cathedral right here, which will take you in there in a minute. And then you have this beautiful park. And we started out the tour at the Old San Juan City Gate, which is right at the base of the street, about 4 blocks away. So now we've kind of made a circle
show them the front of the convent where it says El Convento. That's the front of the convent area. And you can go through there, which is really cool, and see some of the architecture. And
well, let's take them in.
all right.
Because this building, back in the mid-1900s, was almost demolished.
Oh, is this the one that Woolworth bought?
Yes, the Woolworth department store. The family bought this and saved it
from becoming a parking garage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And now it's a hotel.
Look at that. Oh, that's right. These are the gates to heaven.
All right. Let's take you inside. All right, so we just got out of the Convento Hotel. Is that right?
The convent.
The convent. Let me spin the camera around. And you'll see the Old San Juan Cathedral.
The statues on top are so old. Look at that. Beautiful.
All right, fun fact. 2 fun facts. First of all, this is the first time that the WrightSights have been into the Old San Juan Cathedral. So
yes.
We don't know what to expect. I've researched it a little bit, and I think this is where Ponce de Leon was buried. And in the back of the cathedral is the oldest spiral staircase in the Americas.
Oh, that's cool.
You like that fun fact,
that.
Becky? Yeah. I don't know if we can actually see it, though.
It's pretty neat.
All right, so another quick story about this area. Again, the gate is all the way down at the bottom of this street, city gate. And I can't remember the message above the city gate, but there's a message basically about safe travels is really what it was. And so when sailors...
go with God or something, yeah.
So when sailors would come into town, the first thing they'd do is walk up this hill and then come to the church and give thanks for a safe travel. And I think they ask for a donation, like of a couple of dollars or something. So let's go ahead and
Oh yeah, I don't have my money.
we'll go ahead and take a tour inside the cathedral. So you're going to want to spend a few minutes visiting the cathedral. It is a $2 donation.
Yes, and it's so beautiful inside. You're going to want to check it out. And if you don't have time, you can always check out our video, or even if you do both, check out our video, our full-length video on the cathedral itself.
Yes, it is really beautiful. Let me turn the camera around now. All right, so we are getting close to the end of this walking tour. And again, there's just a lot of places you could just stop and relax and just enjoy the beauty of Old San Juan. You start narrating it.
Okay, so as you come up Fortaleza, to Fortaleza Street, you're going to see the iconic street that leads to the governor's mansion. Right now it's lined with umbrellas. Sometimes they change that to kites or flags, but certainly a picturesque spot that everyone comes to in Old San Juan. Got to get a picture with the umbrellas. You can see families lining up to take pictures, and the governor's mansion right below.
All right, so get a couple of photos there.
and then continue up the street where you see this beautiful, what is that, an old gate,
I'm not
a
really
church?
Sure.
It's so pretty.
Around. All right, so this is something that Becky and I did not realize was here. I never saw it when I was researching things about Old San Juan, but you're gonna love this.
Yes, this is so fun and completely unexpected. We had just walked up from the umbrellas and found this the other day.
So this is going to be a fun way to conclude this video. A lot of activity going on, and notice what is happening. This is kind of the Pigeon Park.
So that was a fun way to end our walking tour
Yeah.
of Old San Juan.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that, and you will get pooped on if you're not careful.
Well, you did. I did not.
All right, so that concludes the tour, the WrightSights tour of Old San Juan. You can see behind us where the cruise ship is, and so we're finishing this tour right on top of the hill above where we started.
Yes, it was a great little loop that you can do when you get off the ship and enjoy Old San Juan.